Hello and welcome to another quick look. Me, GamerWolfSix, of another furry visual novel. This one, Beyond the Ruins. A game about. Beyond the Ruins is a post-apocalyptic furry visual novel that is more focused on adventure and horror. It takes the setting of an old abandoned building along with your fellow survivors. You play as the MC, Roger by default, finding yourself trying to fit into this new world and recollecting the remains of your past. You venture your way through what's left behind and what else there is to see. You discover and build relationships with the people along your journey. So before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. They don't seem to have a Patreon, but they do have Discord and stuff like that, and Linktree. Also, before we start, if you want me to do a Let's Play series of this game, then tell me, and I'll give it a point, which will put up higher on the user's choice list. And if you have any other games you want me to quick look, then tell me, and I'll put in the quick look slot and give it a point. Is there anything else to say? I don't think so. Except, boy, I don't know, I just don't feel in the mood for post-apocalyptic stuff. I don't know, just tired. Want happy fun times, but it is what it is. Start. Warning, this game contains mature imagery like nudity, woo, violence, etc. that is unsuitable for ages, young people. Let's proceed. Animation? Huh. Also, it looks like this game is finished because it's 1.0. Beyond the Ruins. Oop, need to do this, because I forgot. It was silent and dark. That sounds of billowing air and mist fill my ears. I can't move my arms. I can't move my body. I can't feel anything. It feels like death. Am I dead? I can't remember. You have to wake up. For me, please. A beam of light flashed over my entire body. It met me with surprise. Do I know an EI? Patient 1302. I haven't seen the light for some time already. It feels so strange. The machine flashed a red color, triggering my fight or flight things. It followed with a series of beeps that sound very uncanny. What's going on? My mind screams in panic, yet my entire body is still motionless. I can't move myself. Where am I? We hear air sizzling and the cold brisk breeze that seeps across my flesh. There's an opened greeting. It opened greeting an unfamiliar person above me. Who are these people? Everything's too blurry to see. My body hurts. I'm still tired of moving. The air, the noise, the light, alas, dragging me back into pitch black. It suddenly feels so warm. The smell and sound of fire, crackling. There were layers of blanket that surround my body. In the distance, I hear two men arguing. It's hard to hear them, but I heard they were talking about me. Where did you find them? I found them I thought we'd just gather some loot and end up taking a person here. But we ended up taking a person here. The area is... Oh, sorry, give me a sec. The area is dangerous, isn't it? Aren't those filled with... Is he alive? He looks like... I already checked. He's still breathing. He's only preserved. He's not a... right? We'll kill him if he does show suspicion. We'll just see. Some time passed. My head hurts. My body feels heavy. I woke up surrounded by a lantern, along with some few first aid kits. Where am I? I look around my surroundings. Every corner looks so moldy and dusty. Hello? Is anyone there or here? Did I get abducted? The cold echo filled the space as my voice echoed through the hallways. Yo, you're awake. Who are you? Relax. I didn't mean no harm. I hear footsteps from far away. Far away the halls though I can't see clearly through the darkness. From far away the halls. The sound of footsteps grew steadily louder, each step becoming more noticeable. They slowly unveiled from the man I heard far away, as I was approached by a man with an unintelligible goat-like appearance, bright yellow horns, and dusty red fur, with his hands in the air. In front of me is a man standing. His details became more prominent as campfire radiated through him. I come here for peace. Let me explain what happened. What? I'm Kairos, a survivor. We are in the apocalypse. What are you talking about? I know it's shocking, but it's real. I'm serious, but it's okay. But that's okay, we don't mean you no harm. The grammar seems a bit off. We want to save as many survivors. We? You mean there's more of you? Well, most of them are asleep, but there's more of us. How are you feeling, though? I feel... okay. My body hurts a bit. Oh, must be like waking up from when we found you. I took a moment to date 2 days and look at my surroundings. Hollow and empty halls of abandoned building. I saw some bags, egg case in the back. Ooh, that was weird. Where are we? It's an abandoned building we call the base. It will serve as our shelter for now. I see. You guys have a lot of crates. That is our supply. We had to steal them somewhere. Well, it's not being used, so there's that. If you guys can steal, does that mean you guys can do illegal things? The grammar. Technically, we can, but it doesn't mean that we would. Bah, enough with the world around us. It makes me feel melancholic. Let's talk about you more, though. I haven't heard your name. Oh, I forgot my name. You forgot? It's default. Yeah, I forgot. I'll call you Roger then. Greetings, Roger, which means uwu in English, or British English. Welcome to, your new home. Thanks. Now, don't be so shy. You're a part of our crew now. Don't worry, we won't hurt you. Just keep your putta on the lookout. Just kidding. Yeah. Sorry, just trying to lighten the mood. I think it's better to keep it casual. I haven't talked to new people since. I see. It doesn't feel cold, right? I think these blankets are good enough. Is he awake? You hear rustling footsteps from somewhere in the hallways. Yo, Fred. Are you alright? Yeah. How are you feeling now? Do you feel any discomfort? Pain? Nothing so far. I guess a few body aches. Oh, goodness. You're doing better. Though, can I have something to eat? Yes, of course. I'll be right back. I'll fetch you something quick. Who is he? Oh, you can call him Wilfred. Fred, or Will for short. He's our leader. He also serves as the medic for our team. Wilfred, huh? Often still carrying with people. We had a time where one of us got injured, and he was there all the time. Yeah. Be on the quiet side there, mate. Yeah. A gentle pat caresses your back. Shocked, terrified, uneasy. It feels so sudden. I just can't stare at what's happening, and just give a slight nod to Crass. Who's Caius? Kinda reminds me of a name from another visual novel, but I can't place it. I get ya. New people, new place. A bit overwhelming, aye? I know it's so sudden, but trust me, we will we will try to be as friendly as possible. We even don't know each other. Sorry, I thought I could read. We met amidst the apocalypse. Don't overthink it, pal. You'll be comfortable here in no time. I'll try. Ambience of the campfire pops and crackles, accompanied by the wild howls of roaming wild beyond. Sensations of shivers from the cold wind brushes through your skin. Then suddenly, you feel a comforting arm on your shoulder. Though, being with these strangers, I wonder what has brought this disaster to happen. What happened? Like, how the apocalypse happened. Do you remember how? Honestly, I have no idea, but some say it was a long time ago. If I can remember, I was in college during my schoolwork when news happened about the spread of these monsters. Then, a lot of things happened. But yeah, I met these people, and the rest is history. I see. We were trying to survive in this wasteland. Say, how'd you forget your name? How so? I forgot. My memories are foggy still. All I remember is waking up here. You seem to go into your coma, or maybe from injury, or maybe dementia. Either way, I'm sure you can remember your memories. Yeah, dementia. An audible voice fills your ears, then followed by the fading echo of footsteps in the distance. You trace deeper into your thoughts. You stare at the distance, recalling everything. My friends, they were laughing. My family portrait inside my wallet. I was in the park. Then it was evening, and I was in bed somewhere. Last thing I did was go inside a capsule, in darkness. I knew to recall everything before. I come back to that black-colored capsule. I argued with my parents. I don't know what. My professor. No, a therapist. She handed out something to me. Some sheets of papers. Her signature. Then my friends were laughing, and they were mocking me while we drink. I don't know what reason. I can't remember my memories. I snap back to the hallways with, Rouse? Nowhere to be seen. Did I doze off? Nonetheless, it was embarrassing of me to doze off to someone speaking. The brown coyote returned with a bowl of soup in his hands. You okay, bud? You seem too quiet. You've been staring at there for 30 minutes. I'm just recollecting my thoughts. Well, hope you like crab soup. Rare delicacy these days. This should cheer you up. He carefully placed the soup beside you. It's a warm soup, nothing too fancy, but this can work. Be careful, it's still hot. Thanks, Wilfred. Though I was expecting a thick consistency, it was just crabs with herbs in a water bowl. I take a spoon off the bowl, and it was comfortably warm. You know, sorry to do a sidetrack, but there's this weird kind of thing that came to mind where it's like, I don't know, I guess, what is it? You know how, like, there's manly things, stuff like that, and it's weird that it's like, yeah, soup isn't manly. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, it's weird people going down weird rabbit holes. Seems like Caius already left. You haven't noticed that he left. He must have gone to sleep. I guess. As Wilfred sits on the opposite side facing me. How's the soup? It tastes bland, but it works. We don't have a lot of spices, except for salt and peppers. It's hard to obtain nowadays. Well, I guess it would be leftover peppers. You wouldn't think pepper would be easy to get, because it's, like, foreign? We sometimes find herbs and seeds, but, though, it's rare to obtain them. Plants still grow in this timeline? They do. A lot of them took over the city. I see. Guess we have sufficient food. Don't jump quickly to assumptions, buddy. We aren't sure if some of those are edible. But worry no more. Once they go out and bring enough herbs and vegetables for us. Sounds idealistic. Come on now. We can surely find these in a few days. Okay, for some reason I just had an urge to play one of these games where it's like you go out to collect resources and bring them back. Like something like a, what is it called? Oh, that one zombie game. Where there's a second one, but then there's a third one coming out eventually. Oh, you know the one, you get like a small settlement, you go out maybe with a buddy, get stuff and bring it back. State of Decay, that's it. I haven't properly introduced myself to you. I'm Wilfred, in charge of the leader of our group, and also the medic of the team. We aren't a lot, but it works. Welcome to the team, sir. Roger. It's also nice to meet you, Sir Wilfred. Me and Wilfred exchanged handshakes, along with a bit of chatter before I finished my bowl of crab soup. I set my bowl near the fireplace. It's getting late, and I'm feeling tired as well. It's 10 p.m. Perhaps we should rest for now. Most of our team sleeps in pairs of 2 or more, and there's not much room for you. I can stay here. Nope, you can't stay here. You'll get cold out here. Once the fire's extinguished, you'll get hypothermia. Then, where can I stay? There's one room available. It's filled with a lot of crates and boxes. Follow me. He gestured to you as he followed the brown coyote on the right side of the main hallway. After you both stroll down the hallway, you eventually arrive at a room situated at the farthest end. He opens the door, followed by a creaking noise it made. The room is covered with dust and webs, surrounded by stacks of sturdy crates and a pile of well-traveled and worn-out luggage, each having marks of countless journeys. Wilfred took off his jacket and started to get to work, repositioning several crates and tightly packed luggage. That's sorry for these tangents, but like this game kind of reminds me of, I think, a furry bingo card that I made or was in the mix at some point, and this one hit several of them. You know, Amnesia, and post-apocalyptic. The dust dances and swirls in the air as he lifts him with his huge brawny arms. You can see on his arms that he's experienced in what he's doing. Do you want me to help you? Don't worry, bud. I got this myself. He continued to move the wooden crates and what seemed to be heavy luggage. With a few moving to create some space, create. Wilfred wipes the sweat from his forehead. Phew, that took a toll on me. I just hope my arms don't get sore. That should be enough space for you to sleep. Thanks again, Wilfred. Take all the time you need, buddy. Your body and mind deserves a lot of rest. It will start to build up your strength and get you back into shape on Friday. Sure, Wilfred. Good night. Good night, bud. I'll see ya. Wilfred closed the door gently. Now, I'm alone inside, I guess my new room. I look around to see the environment, to familiarize with my surroundings. I approached the mattress and laid on the floor. This is where I sleep now, huh? Everything's happening so fast. I'm too tired to think about it. I should sleep, and I'll leave it for tomorrow. Shuttering your eyes, you voluntarily tilt your head to the other side and attempt to sleep, slowly drifting yourself into darkness. It was windy. People were chattering with each other. Then, there's someone familiar. Roger, come here. The view here is great. What is it? Come on, you can't miss this. As I rose to my feet, I was greeted by the cold breeze and a breathtaking, stunning landscape revealed before my sight. Revealing its beauty, enchantment, and vast surroundings, me in something in soft brace. The sky was beautiful. Day uno. Hours later. So we had a dream about them? Gasp. You woke, gasping for breath, enveloped in a dense and stifling atmosphere. Your heart pounds heavily as you stare at your bed sheets. What was that? Why do I feel so heavy? My body hurts here and there. It feels so uncomfortable. The air inside the room feels tight. I need to wash my face. I feel like a zombie, if there's any water available around. I slowly rose from my bed, leaving the room as the door emitted a creaking sound. I tried to walk properly, but I can't feel my legs. I closed the door and made my way through the corridors. As I stepped outside, I could now breathe more with ease. It was a bit cold. I slowly scouted the outside corridors. I should call myself Scout. I tried searching for the bathroom, through the rooms, but nothing and empty. The rooms near me are locked. Perhaps someone is sleeping here. Probably Wilfred, or Kraus. Kraus? But you stumbled upon a dragon-like person who appears to be sitting at the campfire. Hello. You greeted the unknown stranger with an easy smile, and I extended my arm in a somewhat awkward manner. He notices your presence and turns his gaze towards you. It's you. You're awake. Excuse me. Could you lead me to the restroom? I need to use it quick. It's right next to my room. I don't know where your room is. It's at the end of the hallway. Never mind. Here. The blue dragon stood up. Is that a woo thing? Kinda triggered to things like, is blue dragon a thing? Anyways, towering over you with his height. Follow me. I follow behind with his heavy footsteps, seeing his big stature almost blocking all the hallway view. As he guides you, a subtle redirection led you to a serene ambiance of the east side of the lobby. Not too long, we both reached the end of the hallway. The interior was surprisingly clean, despite being old. Also, that looks like a huge toilet. Like one that, even I wouldn't be worried about having my woo touching, I always hate those round toilets where there's not enough room to keep your woo from touching things. I'll go back to cooking. I step inside, smelling the scent of moss inside. Not the most comfortable bathroom. At least it's maintained to be at least clean. I took a woo, or piss. It let out a sigh of relief. I took a moment staying there, peacefully, after I zipped up my pants. I went to the mirror, where it reflected my face. Oh, so he's not, human. But man, he looks like he's seen some shit. I stared at my face for a while. I saw a man with a beard beneath his face, tired, purple eyes, a face covered in dirt, with a frail, weak, malnourished body. I'm old. Is that really me? I look so old. Did I move to the future? Okay, calm down. I assume time has passed while I was out. I need to ask Wilfred. Okay, shake it off. Like she said, I need to get used to this new setting. Also, this is it is a bit startling, ish. Because, I can't think of any visual novel where you're old. The only thing I can think of is Shelter, where it's hey, here's this time thingy that has the narrator, being old for a split second. But, yeah. It's weird. I swayed my thoughts and went to wash my face thoroughly. I grabbed a piece of soap that was lying at the corner of the sink. Lavender scented. I thought they'd never have this. the soap doesn't expire. They're not as effective if left unopened for years. I proceeded to wash my face until I was satisfied. I dusted off my clothing before going out. As I made my way back to the campfire site in the lobby, the warm glow of flickering flames draws my attention. Is this in a Woo visual novel? Let me just look. Okay, yeah, thingy. Yeah, it has mature content, but I look at all the characters and it's like Bara, 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 Bara. You know, and daddy kind of thing. But it's like, it's weird to think of the main character as some kind of old, withered guy to get wooed. Amid the comforting light, I spot him diligently tending to the bubbling pot, creating what appears to be a hearty stew. The immense aroma wafts through the air, alluring my senses and awakening my hunger within. Unable to resist the smell of savory scent and hunger, I started to approach the unknown figure sitting beside the crackling campfire. I took a quick look in his direction, realizing that he was, indeed, still the same person who had guided me to the bathroom earlier. I sat beside, yet a bit far to keep some distance. I can't help but feel intimidated by the large stature and stoic expression. He's quiet. He doesn't speak that much. Well, given that the setting is awful, and I think it's understandable. His clothing is stained with dust and dirt, tells everything that he's been living in the setting for a while. I don't know what I should do. To introduce myself? Before I begin to speak, he turns his head to look at me. His face looks so tired and passive. He takes a few moments before finally speaking. How are you feeling? His voice was deep, which matches his build that softly echoed around the hallways. I can't help but feel a little taken aback by his unexpected question, but I take a deep breath and reply. I nervously cleared my throat and mustered up the courage to speak. I am alright so far. No pain or anything? I guess, except for my stomach. Do you want to eat? I guess. Although, meeting him for the first time, it feels somewhat comforting with his silence. Regardless, I shouldn't let my guard down. I'll see if the food is edible. He nods and goes back to his cooking, not saying anything else. I hope this is a sign that he's willing to share food with me. It feels so weird asking for some food with some strangers, but if they're willing to help me, I guess I shouldn't be ashamed. I watch as he stirs and simmers the foods, the aroma making my mouth water even more. Minutes passed by, and it's only the wind blowing and fire cracking I hear. On his right are what seems to be vegetables, and along with some salt and peppers. This should work. He extends his arms towards me, presenting a warm bowl of hearty stew. The rich, tantalizing aroma wafts through the air, instantly reaching your nostrils and triggering your mouth to begin watering in anticipation. That should warm you up. Thank you, sir. Rick. Thank you, Sir Rick. I cautiously looked at the hot stew he gave me. It's piping hot with a bunch of greens. I guess it's better to try than to starve. I took a sip of the broth, and it was savory, sour, and tangy, although enough to make me squirm, yet to feel pleased by the flavors. As I continued eating, I can't help but feel a sense of calmness and comfort in his presence. He may not speak much, his actions speak for themselves. I'm grateful that he shared his food with me. I finished eating with comfortable silence. As you eat peacefully, you start to hear footsteps in the hallways that grow larger. You look up to see who that is and see the familiar face you met yesterday. It's Kraus, who walked towards you. Then he greeted you happily. Oh, seems like you're getting to know more people, aye, mate? As usual, Kraus showed a happier, upbeat voice. He sits down near me, but not close enough. My stew is halfway empty. I feel nothing so far. I guess I'm safe? Click, click. Yo, matey, You feeling better? I guess so. Aye, that's glad to hear. You'll be rocking in no time. Also, meet Rick. He's a big guy. He's got himself injured while handling you. Ricky, mate. How does the wound feel from yesterday? Okay. Wait, there's a wound? It's not that massive. Rick's a big fella. He'll be alright. Well, thank you, Rick. You're welcome. See you guys already making connections. Yeah. Rick destroyed that machine. Huh? Rick, tell him your story. No. Aw. Is destroying a pod even worth telling? Yes, of course. Nope. All I can tell is that I broke it and lay you outside with a few bruises. Did you guys just capture me for like more human power? Okay, but none of us are human. You mean manpower? Matey, don't put it that way. Well, I can't blame you for having that mindset of a pre-apocalypse, but we aren't kidnapping you for benefits. We're trying to revive a fallen world. It looks impossible. Yeah, there's a small chance, even if it's 0.1%, because A, there's no ladies, and B, we're all gay. I guess. The food is done. Well, I'm starving. Where's my bowl? I need a fuel up for my work today. Rick pours yet another bowl, and one for the red, caprine? Oh, I haven't tasted this dish. It's amazing. Also, Roger, mate, are you good? You weren't too crashed hot yesterday. You seem spooked. Not the Ripper kind of ghost. More like a spooky type. I was? Mate, you looked crooked last night. All pale and quiet. Like you're staring into the depths of the abyss. Give your back a bit of a pat. Notice you're looking bushed. So I hit the hay and left you. Be with old Wilfred. Yes, it's hard to read. Oh, I'm sorry. I completely lost focus. Alright, it's alright, mate. You're lost when you're in a new spot. You'll eventually get the hang of it. Yeah, right. How was your sleep, though? Oh, and by that, where did you sleep? Wilfred gave me a room to stay in, somewhere at the end of the hallway. Ah, the storage room? Dang. Why there, though? But, I mean, the other rooms are damaged and filthy. But I hope you can handle the air there. I didn't. The air was too tight. Yeah, you better it gets cleaned out. Or else you'll be getting something worse than allergies. Like allergies or then allergies? Like allergies. Well, at least you survived. Understand that. Been there before, until I found some good mates. They taught me how to toughen up during the apocalypse. Shared countless jokes and stories with, till I started to open up and be more carefree around them. Good old memories. Still with them for almost 5 years now. I don't talk with people a lot. Chin up, mate. I reckon we'll make you feel right at home. No worries. How about I give you a proper introduction to the rest of the crew later on? Sound good? Yeah? I guess I'll try. Yeah, mate. Take your time. If you ever feel like chatting or hanging with Arvo, don't hesitate to ask us a knock. To give us a knock. God. I'm over on the west side of the lobby, second room on the left. We'll be training the next week as well, so eat up and rest plenty. We don't want you weak and frail at the training grounds. Alright, take care of yourself, Roger. He gave you a pat on the back, smirked, then stood up to stretch. Alright, mate. I'll be heading out. See you later. He waves off as he walks towards the open area. See ya. As he waved Farrell back to him. Farewell, not Farrell. The blue reptile is still sitting beside the campfire, looking at the stew. I should go take a rest. I'm feeling a bit tired. Rest easy. I stood up and went to the storage room. Each step felt heavier than the last, my heart pounding in my chest. This can't be real. The sound of my breathing filled my ears, reverberating through the halls or walls. I must still be dreaming. There, I found the mattress that I rested on, still in the same place. This is surreal. Am I dreaming? Some hours passed. It remained quiet until... Housekeeping. Hello? Is anybody there? Silence fills up before he speaks up. My name is Scott. Can I come in? Yeah. You open the door, meeting the kind of familiar-looking white tiger. The tiger towered over you. His tall and muscular frame radiates from the light emitted from the small window. You look up, meeting the stranger's gaze. Hey, just want to check in, see how you're holding up. I'm alright, just lost. Why so? A tall, muscular figure in front of me sat down on the floor near my mattress. It doesn't feel real. One moment, I'm out there, barely surviving, and now I'm here, with strangers. Wait, you're out there barely surviving? It's all too much. Mean new people, trying to act normal. How am I supposed to just adjust? I see. It's a bit jarring. You're living yourself there. The next, you're in a room full of faces you don't recognize. I don't trust you people. Yet. I don't know you people. I'm lost in a place I don't know. How can I survive out there the second things go south? Hey, slow down. Breathe with me, alright? In and out. The panic grips you tighter. Your hands start to shake as you crunch the edges of the mattress, struggling to get air. Hey, look at me. You're safe. Right here, right now, you're safe. I won't do you any harm. I won't do you harm nor anyone around you. I'm sure of that. Now breathe in slow, with me. Count to 4. He inhales slowly, and you mimic him, though your breath hitches at first. That's it. Now breathe out, nice and slow. You follow him, trying to keep your breathing steady. Keep doing that. Bit by bit, the tightness in your chest begins to ease, and your breath slows. Your breathing slowly stabilizes as you clear everything out of your mind. You stare down at your rough, aged hands. I'm still alive. You breathe in slowly, then glance up at him, your vision a bit blurred. That's it. Now breathe out, nice and slow. There's gentleness in his voice, but it's hard to meet his eyes directly. You let out a long sigh as you breathe out. You alright? Yeah, I'm feeling much better. For the first time in what feels like forever, the weight begins to lift just a little. As the storm within you begins to settle, the world feels a little less sharp, the edges not so jagged as before. Scott's eyes soften, and for a moment, there's a shared silence, a calm after the storm. I'm glad to know you're okay now. As I said, my name's Scott, and I work as a scavenger here. And you are? I'm Roger. It's nice meeting you, Roger. He replied, with a weak, awkward chuckle, with genuine, gentle eyes. He extends a hand, opening his huge palm to me. The surface looks very rough with scars. I shook it tentatively, still unsure of what to make of the situation. He smirked gently, while being radiated with a warm morning light. Was there a dot over his head? There was, huh? Can I ask you some questions? If you don't mind me asking, I'd like to know more about you. Sure. Do you remember something from your past? I don't remember much at this point. Well, I got bullied before, and I barely even remember what happened to me. I forgot. Ah, that's unfortunate. Any hobbies you remember doing? Well, I like collecting things I find interesting, like stickers, charms, brand patches, and decorative pens. Collecting, huh? That's pretty cool. Stickers, charms, and brand patches. Sounds like you got a knack for finding things with a story behind them. He leans in closer to you. Do you have a favorite piece of collection that's particularly special to you? Actually, yeah. I've got an old pocket watch that's special to me. It was my grandfather's. It's not particularly valuable or anything, but it's a piece of my family's history. Grandfather's pocket watch must mean a lot to you. It does. How about you? Do you have a favorite hobby or something you're really into? Me? Well, I'm a huge fan of tabletop role-playing games. I used to play Space Conquest and other RPGs back in my high school days. On weekends, I'd have a friend that'd come over and play with them, though it's been a long time since I talked to them. We were the best mates. I had him when we were being bullied. I was bullied for my accent back then. I kept to myself, you know? I felt left out and always afraid of being seen and hated, but I had him and he spent our week just talking with each other. It was fun. I miss my high school days. Since college, things went serious and I had to focus more on my adult life. I set my plans on working first as a part-time delivery guy. How was it? Well, I worked a lot 24/7, and I needed money for my needs. I didn't hang out with anyone back then. I spent most of my time just working. I've never been as confident as I was back then. It's a bit personal. But then, everything went sideways. I had no choice but to join up with a group for survival. Somehow, I felt even more open after the apocalypse. Maybe I just need to talk to people now in the situation. Hey, Scott, what happened in your eyes? Or to your eyes? Oh, the scar? I got it from an accident ago. I got into a car crash. My eyes opened in surprise. You got into a car crash? Yeah, unfortunately. Ever since the accident, I lost half my vision. My right eye turned gray, and I lost my vision because of it. As for my left eye, I can still see things, though it's hard to see because everything seems so blurry. I can't see people that much. They're blurry, sure, but that's still recognizable by their color and build. I need glasses, or at least move a bit closer to you to see fully. But again, it's hard to find glasses, specifically the one that matches your eye grade in this ruined world. So I remember people through smell and color and shape. It's pretty awkward at first, but I get a hold of it. Right now, I see as a grayish mammal with pointy ears, I assume. That's me. Sorry I have to go through that. Aw, thank you, Roger. So many unfamiliar places, unfamiliar people. I was not very comfortable with strangers when I moved here. I struggled big time at first, but there was this one man in the group, Wilfred. He took me in his group, brought me to his base, and I have been here for 3 years after the apocalypse. Kraus helped me to know the basics and taught me how to handle a gun. Rick helped me out to cook. And Zeke, he became my first mate, and our mission together was... His cheerful smile slowly fades away, and it seems like you remembered something you shouldn't have forgotten. Let's say it wasn't the best one there. But yeah, I met new faces, new people, and new environment. Even though... I turned my gaze towards him, sensing a shift in tone. It's because of them that I am who I am today. No need to hide my bruises. We're all teammates here. I appreciate that, Scott. You know, it's been a while since I had casual chatter with someone. Thanks for listening, Roger. Well, everyone's gone and we're the only ones left. But it's nice to see a new face once in a while. I'm happy to have you here to talk with. Scott's smile widened, gratitude shining in his eyes. Anytime, Scott. Well, I gotta tend to my duties. I don't expect you to trust me just because I said a few kind things. Trust takes time. I get that. But if you need someone to talk to, or just a quiet moment, I'm around. See you later, Roger. Take care. The hinges creaked as he closed the door, followed by the sounds of faint footsteps. I went back to bed and continued to enjoy my view. Thinking back, I wonder what happened between them and Zeke, with Zeke. But it feels nice to be called a teammate. I stared at the ceiling after the conversation with Scott. For some reason, he reminds me of someone I had in the past. I remember the day I got drunk. I only tried to feel cool and belonged, even though I wasn't. I never got to communicate with my peeps around me when I was young. Slowly, I remembered these things. I never got real friends with me. But there's this one friend. We were like siblings back in high school. We used to talk a lot. We used to hang out, but then he suddenly disappeared when we entered college. Too bad I didn't get his contact information. I wondered what he's doing right now. It sounds so ridiculous, but I'm still hoping he's alive out there. If you're there, somewhere in this world, or somewhere up there, I wish I could talk to you again, someday. I stared at the ceiling, radiated by the window's light. I don't even remember his name. I don't know if they still have cameras working this year. That would be nice to capture some memories. I doubt there's one to power up to work. I keep staring at the ceiling, noticing the details. There's moss there. There's a torn ceiling. I don't know what that's called. I wonder what happened to this room. It looks like someone before they stayed here before. Looking back at my current situation, I don't know what to do next. What now? Time went by. I started to stare at one dusty crate, then the cracked walls. I don't know what to do to pass my time, though they said I need to rest a few days before I can work. I look at my body. I look like a zombie, and I'm all skinny. I can't sleep. Yep, I'm standing up. I stood for my dusty mattress. The dusty crate caught my attention. I decided to take a look inside it. It was filled with boxes, bags, and suitcases. I opened one of the suitcases, and it was filled with photos. It was mostly a picture of Scott with a partner and a skull-headed canine. They seemed happy together. There were more pictures of them and plants. And people. A building, phone, a picture of a suitcase, and some numbers. One of them caught my interest as the picture of a strange comet. It glows bright blue under the blue sky. It looks somewhat familiar. It reminds me of what I had. A tiger best friend. We were watching the meteor shower together. Forget it. I stored back the photos in the suitcase. I wonder what the others are up to. Maybe I should see them. Let's see what going back to sleep would be. I'm not sure if that's like closing up or if it's picking a different route. Guess I should go back to sleep. Maybe that'll ease up my boredom. I slowly begin to close my eyes in attempt to make me sleep. I fell asleep. It's almost midnight. I'm starving. I got up from my makeshift bed and slowly made my way through the hallways. I need to find where they keep their food. I quietly made my way towards outside, trying to be discreet as possible. It was dimly lighted. I can barely see anything. I need to be quiet. I was careful to avoid any noise. I searched around the corridor, trying to find food storage. While I was walking in the hunt to extinguish my famine, I stumbled upon a figure standing in the shadow. I saw someone stay in the shadows, the silhouette tall, muscular, and intimidating. And that's the other character. It recognized my figure from the hallways. It turned and looked straight at me. Before I could even speak, the dark figure walked towards me. I couldn't help but cower in fear, but then he spoke, his voice surprisingly gentle. "Who are you?" I stared for a moment, trying to find my voice. It was dark to see him visibly, aside from the piercing yellow eyes. The tall horned figure with canine ears and lion-like mane. The bright moonlight radiated the black fur as he walked by the corridor. Why are you still awake at midnight? His presence made me freeze in fear. The man's broad shoulders and muscular build only added an overwhelming atmosphere. His voice made my hair stand up. Shivers ran through my whole body. I swallowed hard, trying to gather my nerves. Alas, he was seen clearly from the shadows where I was. He took a step forward, finally revealing himself under the bright moonlight. I stuttered, trying to keep up with my excuse, but he could see right through me. The stranger's expression changed as he slowly approached me from the darkness. The atmosphere around me felt so uneasy and spine-curling. He looked at me. His piercing gaze analyzed me from head to toe. After taking a moment, he questioned me. "You're hungry, aren't you?" My stomach growled, echoing through the hallways, answering his question for me. He took a good look at me and sighed. "The name's Zeke. Follow me. I'll get you something to eat." He led me through the hallways. There was one crater. It was filled with cans and packaged food. He picked some ingredients before he went to the campfire. I followed him as he went to the campfire. I found the area near the crates I could sit on. I sat down on the dusty concrete floor as I watched him prepare a sandwich. He sat down and looked at me with irritated eyes. "I'm only doing this because you're not in a good state. Don't expect me to make you one next time." The aroma of butter and bread fills the air, then followed by the smell of meat. Sorry, that was the sun, like, hey, we're gonna sneeze. I watched him cook for minutes, his body and fur radiated by the warm campfire light. It made me feel a bit comfortable in a way. As a soft, cool wind blows from the hallways, he sat and brushed himself. While he was waiting for the sandwich to cook, he looked at me with a stoic expression. "You sure making yourself cozy there? Don't get comfy, otherwise monsters will crawl up on you. Like the one beside you right now." "What? Where? Monster?" "That? It was a cockroach, slowly coming to my side." "Can you deal with?" The cockroach approached you in rapid motion. "Zeke!" He grabbed the wood and approached the creature. He splashed it with the wood. The crunch it made was utterly uneasy. I don't like that sound. He threw the wood away and went back to cooking. These critters are the reason why some of our food went rotten. He sat down on the ground and stared at me with a disappointed look. "You scared of little cockroaches? Can you blame me? Oh, please. They're not that harmful. Bacterias, infections, your immune system. I'm literally skinny. Just making excuses in your cowardice. I'm proving my point. Sandwich or no sandwich? I'm not him using the sandwich as a weapon against me. Yeah. Can't argue either. He's the one making the sandwich for me. I'm afraid to talk back. I might not get the sandwich. Good. That's what I expected. He's making fun of me. But still, it's surprising as someone who looks intimidating could cook a meal with patience. Thank goodness he was awake and led me to where the food was. Otherwise, I could have starved to death here. After that, he sat beside me and leaned against a wooden crate, sighing deeply. He hands you 2 slices of sandwiches with a few strips of meat. I nodded, taking 1 slice of sandwich. You're welcome. Thanks. I gazed at the sandwich, bits of beef in the middle of the sandwich. Between a pair of freshly grilled bread smells so good. The warmth of freshly baked smell alone made my mouth moist. Without any thought, I took the first bite of it. I took another bite, saving every flavor of it. Each bite explodes in my mouth, followed by a salty taste. Exclamation marks. I ate too much. This is bad. I need water. He noticed me choking. I saw him pour me a glass of water and hand it to me. Don't rush eating it. I immediately drank the glass of water till it was empty. He let out a sigh of relief. After I finished my sandwich, Zeke spoke again. How's your health? Not great. I've been feeling weak. Get plenty of rest. I already am. Also take your medications and drink water so you can recover properly. Oh, right. I forgot to take one. This is the first time mentioning medicines. I grabbed a pill from Wilfred and swallowed it with water. The winds roared outside, followed by the sounds of rain pouring. Maybe it's like this. You could visit the other two and then get to this point. The air between us fills up with silence. The flickering flames cast long shadows around us. I glimpsed at Zeke, who staring into the fire, his expression unreadable. Breaking the silence, his low voice, serious. Roger, we need to talk about this. Swallowing hard, I feel an easy knot ooh in my stomach. About what? Glancing at me, his eyes reflecting the firelight. About this world we fell into ruins. About these walking flesh nightmares. I feel my body shivering slightly, both from the cold and the fear. I've been too afraid to ask. I don't know how it started. Sighing, his gaze returned to the campfire. I don't know either. I do know it all began with a virus, a mutated strain spreading through the blood upon bite with their bleeding mouths. People didn't just get sick, they turned into monsters. Nightmares made of flesh. Monsters? Like the ones out there? They're not like us anymore. The virus twists their bodies and minds. They're now deformed and driven by the primal urge to bite and spread. I need you to take care of yourself properly. I'm expecting you, Roger, to survive and fight for yourself. In this harsh world, the weaklings perish alone. While you're sheltered, do your best to grow. We'll be training you once you're physically stable. I will. I'll try surviving. Good. Glad to hear. I caught him with a glimpse of a slight smile. I can't help but smiling, as well as seeing him so happy. Well, that's enough chit-chat for now. Let's get you back to your room before the sun rises. He led me back to the storage room where I sleep. Good night, Zeke. Night. Close the door, leaving the creaking sound as usual. But I think with that scene change and us meeting every single character, that's a good time to call it, especially since we hit that 30-minute mark. So, end of this quick look. So comment, guys. I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks. Otherwise, if you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow. And please remember to spay and neuter your animals to help control the pet population. But that is not gonna be the end of this Let's Play, because we need to find out what we're doing next week. Oh, and if you want... Sorry, I was doing something, and I pressed a button in my brain. If you want to play this game, it's free on itch.io, but they don't have a Patreon, it seems. You know? And if you want me to do a Let's Play series of this game, tell me, and I'll get a point and put it up higher on the user choice list. And if you have a quick look of any other game you want me to do, then tell me, and I'll do that, if it's available. Someone did suggest one, but then it's like, oh, it's all in Chinese. I can't read Chinese. You know? Put that there. Let's see. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 5. Also, sound warning as I'm revving this up. Some Chinese symbol. A game about. I'm actually gonna have to look it up. I saw this on a thing and I was like, it kind of looked neat. 10. I guess it didn't save that visual novel in the thing, and that's why I'd have to actually look at it. Tien Hen Hui. The story of that name tells a story about an adventure of an ordinary novelist, Tex, who comes all the way from Moro and sets foot in the eastern continent, the country of Z, in order to draw materials and expand his horizons. In order to recover what was stolen by a thief, a very precious treasure to him, Tex chooses to entrust these two kind-hearted people who have a sense of justice, a white wolf and a yellow tiger, whose name is Ban Lu and Chen Hu. Join the team. At their invitation, this is where the story begins. The hidden, unknown past, a riddle over the years, on Tex, will involve him in a huge dispute which would launch the new era of the Eastern Continent. Also, let's see. The last video, thing, wait, 2.0 came out? Oh. I'm sorry, I guess I saw 1.0 and I was like, that game is finished! But it's like, oh, no wait, build 2.0 out. So I guess there was an update. I mean, to be fair, when you see 1.0, it's like, it's finished! Apparently not. But, yeah, the last update was 23 days ago as of last thing. And as for this one, there's 1-4, which I'm not sure if that means it's finished. But the last update, which was English with minor bug fixes, was 27 days ago, as of this recording. And, no, don't do that. Pause. I was clicking on pictures to be like, what does this stuff look like? Yep. He's got big horns. That means he's horny. Anyways, until next time. Another quick like me, GamerWolfSix, of some other furry visual novel, which I know I guess it might be tomorrow when I record, I'll be like, what is this one? It's some symbol. And until next time, another quick look. Me, GamerWolfSix, of this game. Thanks, see ya.